Hello and welcome to another episode of Historical Churches here on SAR Histories, where on the channel today we will be visiting St Peter's, Alton, Staffordshire. The origins of St Peter's are uncertain, and the exact date on which the church was built remains obscure. But St Peter's can trace its core back to the 12th century with 13th and 18th century additions. Then, in 1831, the church was restored and enlarged and extended in 1884 by J.R. Naylor. The church is mainly built of 19th century ashlar squared sandstone. It consists of a 5-bay nave and aisles, single bay chancel, south vestry and west tower. Alton is mentioned in the Domesday Book, but makes no mention of a church. It does record that there was land enough for 2 ploughs, and that Iwar held it, the same Iwar who held the land at Denstone. From the outside, the church looks small and squat, with a parapet crowning the top, but for its small size, St Peter's doesn't disappoint. Inside is elegant, with a real aura of a bygone age, which gives you a sense that you are standing in somewhere truly historic. The interior of the church has been greatly improved by the recent restoration work, whereby the modern plaster has been cut away, leaving bare the stonework. Underneath this modern plaster was discovered a quotation from the Book of Ezra, chapter 7, verse 27. And adjacent to the Ezra text is a painting said to represent the 3 quick and the 3 dead. The font is octagonal in shape and is of the late 15th century and bears the Talbot lion, the arms of the See of Lichfield, and also symbols of the Trinity. The roundels set into the base commemorate the 4 Evangelists, Matthew, Mark, Luke and John. The altar was the gift of St Oswald's Church, Ashbourne, in 1952, and the organ was built in 1952 by John Oakes of Mere Heath at the cost of £1,000. The surrounding panelling was purchased from the sale of the effects of Alton Towers. This pulpit was carved by Advent Hunstone of Tideswell in 1912, and is absolutely stunning. Inside you'll find many memorials, several of which are to the Bill family of Farley Hall, great benefactors of this church. Also, you'll find a brass plaque to the men of Alton and Farley who gave their lives in the 2 World Wars, also a plaque to the vicars that served this community. The churchyard, like the church, is a marvel itself. There are many old headstones here, many of which date from the 1700s. In most churchyards I have visited, it is rare to see at least one grave from the 1700s, though St Peter's has many. For their age, most of the headstones are in a good condition and easy to read, though if you're looking for ancestors in the area from 1700s to mid-1800s, you should definitely visit. though if it's more modern, best to visit the new cemetery along Hurstons Lane. The rock on which the church is built can be seen best from the east. It is a very old churchyard, now closed. The earliest verifiable grave is from 1683. St Peter's is a unique church with great views that overlook Alton. I highly recommend a visit, and St Peter's is one of the best that I have now visited. If you have enjoyed this episode, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time for more historical churches. Until then, goodbye.